Welcome back for another inventor tutorial. This time we're going to work on the Automoblox passenger base, I guess we call this one. Yeah, Automoblox passenger base. Really not too much going on that's different here. The biggest thing is probably creating some of these geometric shapes like the star especially. So um, we'll reference this. Really, the trick to making that star is using some construction circles, and we're going to use a pentagon. We have a five-pointed star, so we'll use a five-sided polygon, and it should make life pretty easy. So, to begin drawing this, if you look at the basic shape of that passenger base, the long and short of it all, you basically have a rectangle. So let's go ahead and draw a rectangle. How big should it be? Again, study your drawing. That'll give you the information. 0.975 is what I'm seeing, and the height dimension is 1.59. All right. From there, we need to put some fillets on the corner. Looks like our fillets are all of zero point 0.2. So zero point 0.2 is my fillet. Touch my corner, and corner. And this one, remember, we have to hit both sides to get our fillets in place. All right, moving right along. We can draw a circle in there. I think we know circle's pretty easy by now. Circle, and we're just going to randomly place a circle. We know it's the diameter of 0.58. Let's draw ourselves a square. Yeah, we'll just draw ourselves a square. Looks like your 0.580. Okay, and then let's go ahead and dimension these guys into place before we get too much further. What do we know about that? Well, I'm not a big fan of how they do the dimensioning the circles, because normally we dimension circles to a center line. Well, they're showing dimensioning it to the edge. Well, let's see if we can dimension to the edge. So from the edge here to the edge of the circle, we have to kind of scrub here. And if you do, you can kind of get that little dimension there, and I can get that little part. Yeah, I can get it. It's a little weird, but you can get it. 0.2 circles in place. How about the square? Well, we know the square is 0.5 down from the top. So again, select that, 0.5. Uh-oh, 0.05. Shame on me. And let's see, we're just going to put in 0.05. All right, didn't look right. And from the side, we know that's the same as the circle. 0.2. All right, square is in place. Triangle. Well, take a look at that guy. Looks like an equilateral triangle, doesn't it? Easiest way to draw an equilateral triangle. Polygon tool. Well, what is a triangle? It's a three-sided polygon. So we can go out here and let's go ahead and draw this in such a way so that it's vertical. And let's just do that. And let's throw a dimension on this guy. 0.638, the way it looks. Changes the size of that a bit. Hopefully I didn't lock in my geometry there. Let's see if we can dimension this guy into place. I don't like what I had there. I'm going to back up a step or two here. I don't like that one at all. So we're going to back up even further. And let's just draw that all over again. Three-sided polygon. And I'm going to draw that a little bit higher on my page here to get it right. Making sure if I'm not quite vertical, guess what I can do? Vertical constraint to this guy right there. And now I'm perfectly vertical. Then we can go ahead and dimension from the edge to this point. Our drawing tells us what that is, 0.05 again. The only thing we didn't get so far is what is the dimension of this guy, 0.638. All right, so far so good. Should be really nothing new there. Oh, we've got another dimension from the point to the edge, uniform with the others, 0.2. All right, that's the easy stuff. Nothing new there. All right, now we're going to focus on that star. The star can be kind of fun, could be kind of challenging. I'm going to give you some tips that'll make this really pretty easy. Remember on our last drawing, the windshield, we used the construction lines quite a bit. Well, we're going to use those again. All right, so let's do this. First things first. Let's go ahead and what are we going to do here? We're going to, we're going to draw ourselves a circle. Construction line circle. And I think we're going to line it up with that one up above. Look at that. I can line both of those up. Probably make life pretty easy. See my inferred dots here. I can pull that guy out. Looks like we've got a diameter on the outside circle of 0.605. All right. Have another one going on, and that one's going to be a concentric circle. So again, we're sharing the same center point, and that one, let's see, do we know that? We have two drawings that we may use. One in the packet itself and one down in the technical drawings. Sometimes we have to use a combination of the two. So the inside circle, 0.412. All right. I think we're just about ready to go here. All right, the other thing that we're going to do is draw a pentagon. Use the polygon tool again. We know pentagon has 5 sides to it, and it is going to be, I believe we're going to be using inscribed. So we start with a center line, and we're going to let this be a vertical. Notice how my vertical constraint came in there, and we'll lock that guy into place. Hit OK. Now we've got something we can start working with. Okay. Shouldn't be too bad from here. It's just a matter of drawing lines. So grab your line tool. Remember to turn off the construction line. I'm going to draw from here, and we can probably even get the inferred point. So we get the center of that. From there, we'll draw to the other point. There's the start. If you paid attention, that length was 0.182. So if I drag this down, and if I hover along this, and I'm going to get some close to the middle. If I'm not perfectly there, that's fine. Here's the fun part about this. I can use my equals tool. We know that these two are equal. Okay? Then let's say this one is equal to this because we want the sides of our star to be the same. I've got an error message, which means they're already equal. It kind of locks into place. Finish drawing our lines going around from here to about the middle. Oh, 0.182. I'm lucky, spot on. From there to the other point at the very bottom. From there, I can sometimes grab an inferred point if I'm lucky. Well, there it is, 0.182, but it lines up with a horizontal from the other. From there to this point. From there to this one, look for that 0.182. That's our sweet spot. If you want to be certain, use your equals tool. This should be the same as this. This should be the same as this. Oh, it is. This should be the same as this. This should be the same as this. Yep. And finally, this should be the same as this. We know that this will be the same as this. Just like that, we've drawn our star. So we've got a circle, we've got a square, a triangle, and a star. The fun part of this, you're just about done. We can go ahead and extrude this guy. And if we study our drawing, we know our extrusion should be about 0.3. Let's see, 0.3 here. Hover over the shape so it turns that color. Almost there. The last fun detail, if you study that closely enough, it is shelled out. We use the shell on the windshield. We'll use the same thing again here. We'll shell that out. What is the thickness of our shell? Tells us right in our guide, 0.01. I'm going to shell this guy right here, 0.01. And just like that, you've got your part drawn. Shelled it out, so we're using less material. Remember, our Automoblox is green, so we can have some fun, and we can make that material ABS plastic again. And we can also make our color green. If you remember From before, I think it started as a dark green. And just like that, there is our passenger base. We can go ahead and hit the home view, and there is your passenger base. So there's your tutorial on the passenger base. Nothing terribly new, just that working with geometric shape. Now we're using the polygon to draw things like pentagons and triangles, continuing to use our shell tool. I think that's about it. Oh, we got to use that. Did we use the offset? Oh, not on this one. No, I think that's it. You should be able to successfully draw the passenger base for your Automoblox car. All right. See you soon, guys. Have fun. And cat on. See you soon, guys.